4 weeks today, the country goes to the polls for the referendum on changes to the voting system for general elections. Under the alternative vote, our first, second and third choices would come into play until one candidate got more than half the votes cast. In our region, AV could significantly alter the political makeup. In last year's general election, just 17 of our 59 MPs won with more than half the votes in their constituencies. AV wouldn't affect the results without right winners, but for the rest it could have produced an entirely different batch of MPs. Bob Hockenhull's been to Solihull, which the Lib Dems won by just 175 votes, to see what people there are making of it all.
Vote counting in the May 2010 general election. Could this be the last time that being first past the post guarantees victory for candidates, however tight the result? These campaigners in Solihull certainly hope so. They're trying to persuade shoppers to vote for the alternative vote. Under that system, victorious candidates must secure more than 50%, even if that involves using second and third choices.
People don't feel that they can vote for a party that they really want. And we have the system where a majority of MPs in Parliament have been elected on a minority of the vote. So this new system, I think, will really make a big change in making it a lot more democratic.
But those keen to keep the voting system as it is have also been out on the streets of Solihull. They believe introducing AV would be too complicated and too costly.
If I'm watching a race or taking part in a race, I want to be sure that the person who comes first actually wins. And that isn't the case with AV.
If the alternative vote had been in place, Solihull may well have had a different MP. So we asked people if they understand the system.
You vote for one person, and if he doesn't get the majority vote, it goes down to the next or something like that.
To be absolutely blunt, I don't even understand it.
I don't really watch a lot to do with politics, so I probably won't be voting.
It's not just one vote. Your vote can count over 2 or 3 candidates.
The local newspaper editor is confident most residents will want to vote in the referendum.
I think it's pretty far away on their radar, but it's going to get bigger and bigger. And I think come polling day and decision day on the referendum, I'm sure that they're going to be bombarded with information from both sides.
And for anyone who is still confused, you'll be receiving this leaflet in the post in the coming few days. It attempts to explain in a simple way the main differences between the current system and AV. Bob Hockenhull, BBC Midlands Today, Solihull.